Okay, we are back with another, what I've been calling lately, an exposure session. What I mean by that is we're trying to expose this young dog I have here to the real world and develop her confidence. I'm coming across a lot of dogs that are growing up with a lack of confidence, anxiety, fear, shy, whatever you want to call it. And unfortunately, a lot of these dogs have been put on medication to whatever it's for, to dull them down, to make them less reactive. And I'm certainly no vet, and I'm not an expert on this, but I would rather go down the training approach before we go medicating dogs. I think exposing them in a safe threshold way where we work slowly towards things is a better answer than putting dogs on medication if we can help it. I understand in some circumstances this might be needed, but as a trainer, I've had a lot of success instead of doing this by slowly getting these dogs used to the real world. And how I like to do it is away from the owners. I have got Molly here for one of these sessions where I pick the dog up, I get them away from the owners, and they're with me, and I'm gonna try and develop her confidence. I'm gonna get it on video, and we're gonna do a few sessions over time. We're gonna see if she can improve. I noticed coming down there, certainly her breathing increased a little bit, her heart rate, she has got a little bit of anxiety for sure, but I believe over time, in a positive way, we can work on this young lady and get her feeling better and feeling normal, not as anxious, having fun in the real world, and hopefully get her feeling really normal over time. So let's do this, guys. Let's get Molly out and we'll see how she goes. Okay, the first thing you guys are probably going to notice is, yes, I have Molly on a slip lead. This is not as a punishment. This is purely as a safety issue. Molly's backed out of collars, backed out of harnesses like a lot of dogs, and a slip lead allows me to keep Molly safer. She can't back away. But yes, it also allows me to make Molly come forward and be exposed. If I allow her to back off and avoid a situation, we're not going to work through it. Through a safe way, I'm going to encourage Molly, get her to come forward and get her to be around things. And this slip lead allows me to keep her safe and also implement a bit more control over her, so then she learns to avoid the slip lead, me pulling the lead and her working on her confidence. So let's do this. I also have to apologize, I don't have my speakers on. Hopefully the sound's still pretty good, but we'll work through this. Molly's doing good so far. We're not near people yet, really. We're just downtown, walking down the street. But we'll work towards cafes, we'll work around. We're getting a lot of this on video today because I want to show the owners and we can document improvement as we work over time. So you can certainly see that Molly does have a level of anxiety, absolutely. Okay, I've seen this as a common theme where a dog pulls a lot. It's not through disobedience, it's just being uncomfortable. So we have to work on that. And even though she is uncomfortable, a little bit anxious, we still don't condone it. This is what I was saying to the owners. We have to be careful that we don't feel so sorry for a dog like this that we condone any behavior that she does because we don't want to correct her. We have to find that balance between her being shy and her being disobedient or naughty, whatever word you want to use, and find that balance and correct her and gain her confidence. Even though she has these little issues, it doesn't mean she should pull you around. Otherwise, that is certainly going to compound and certainly going to get worse. This is where the slip lead's good. If she does pull too much, I can apply a little bit of pressure, then I can relieve the pressure and then teach her. See this? This is where I want her, loose lead. That's better, Molly, but I'm not going to try and make her heel. I just don't want her to pull me around. It's a little cafe coming up here. I'm just going to go through sort of a testing phase today. Put her around different areas and see how she goes. Good girl. Let's go. So, pulling me through there, not wanting to be through there. What do? We're going to do repetitions. We're just going to work back and forth through this area and try and get Molly more relaxed. Hey, Molly. Good girl. Don't let her pull that lead. Good girl. That's better. So just, you know how you do repetitions of sits and stays? You do repetitions of walking past a cafe. Let's go. Good girl. That's better. Nice loose lead. Good girl, Molly. Good. Good girl. Sit down in front of the cafe. Good girl, Molly. There you go. Nice loose lead. Yeah. Good Good girl, Molly. And let her make her own good choices. This is what we want all day, loose lead. That's perfect. Yeah, you can pat her, buddy, go for it. That's what she's here for. So she's doing pretty good. You can see she's a little uncomfortable here. Her ears are pinned back. But again, just sitting here for a while around these people enjoying their lunch, doing their thing. Molly's going to gain confidence. You're doing good, Molly. Just making her realise that the world is not against her and that she can come better, can't she? She'll get better. Good girl, Molly. Hey, Molly. Thing is, she hasn't tried to pull away once. She's super relaxed with her lead, which is really good. This is what your dogs need, guys. People, noises, sounds. Good girl. So that went really well. That was good. She certainly had a bit of anxiety, a bit of breathing, ears back, things like this. We expected that. I'm not coming here, otherwise they wouldn't be using me. We're going to work through that. And now that we have on video, we're looking to make that more relaxed. But she did not try and pull the lead away once. She wasn't hating being there and trying to think where our owners are. A lot of this success, I believe, personally comes from being away from the owners, being with someone the dog literally met half an hour ago. So I don't have any of these feelings for the dog, and I'm not babying her too much, and my anxiety or my stress or whatever isn't running down the lead. She's not picking up on that. I'm confident. Remember, you have to portray confidence of your dog. Your dog needs you to be confident, needs you to be a good leader. And if you're a good leader, you can help a lot of these problems go away. So that was a great start. So we've got a few dogs here now. There's another thing she used to see. There's dogs. Huh? Good dog. That's what Molly needs. Dogs, people, sounds, smells. Good girl. Hey, Molly. Good girl. She's looking pretty relaxed. Good you, Molly. Yeah, let's go. You see this slip lead? It gives me the ability, yes, to make her follow. Beautiful. Got a nice kelpie over here. Good girl, Molly. Hey, buddy. Can she say hello?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Molly, come and say hello. Hey, buddy. Hey, mate. Good girl, Molly. Good dog. Good girl. Yes. I'm trying to work on this Molly's confidence. So I'm a trainer and I have this dog for the people. I'm just taking her out in public, meeting dogs, meeting people.
Right, yeah.
And just trying to work on her confidence. She's a good dog. She loves dogs. Okay, good girl. Good dog. So that was really cool. That was good. That was a good little first meeting with the dog. There was absolutely nothing. She's very dog friendly. So far people friendly. Pretty good at the cafe. Doing well. So I'm going to show you something here. See this tight lead? Okay, Molly's a little bit anxious, a little bit nervous. Molly, we still don't allow it. Teach her. Yeah, good girl. Hey, Molly, that's better. Still no pull on the lead. Don't feel you can't train a dog that's anxious. In the end, a lot of this, you'd be surprised by doing this, is redirecting a lot of that anxiety and nerves and fear. Hopefully the wind's not too bad on this. There's a bit of wind behind me, having my speaker, but what I mean by that is, if I allow her to focus on her fears, walking, pulling the lead and just be absorbed in fears, it's going to compound and get worse, I believe. So if I can snap her out of that by a very small correction, it switches her brain to looking at me, stops thinking about what scares her. So the more obedience you do in public with a scared dog, just by keeping them focused on you, the better. Sits and stays, jumping over things, distract their brain, redirect their brain from what they're scared of, and you're going to go a long way to working through these problems. That'd be like bringing her out here and just sit her on this grass behind me and let her look around and go, oh my God, and be freaked out in the world. Instead, having her here doing sit, stay, chase a ball, whatever it is, redirect it. And then over time, you might fade that away. But initially, doing that can be a really good tool to get your dog through these things and just distract them. That's all you're doing. Creating a bit of tunnel vision so they look at you and they don't be looking at here and looking at things that freak them out. Let's go. Nope. Molly, sit. Even this, just keeping that brain busy. Let's go. Molly, sit. Good girl. Yes. Let's go. Molly, sit. Good dog. Very good, Molly. Good girl. Yes. No, don't want a piece of food. That's okay. You don't have to. Let's go. Good girl. Loose lead, guys. Loose lead all day. Look at this. Good girl. Yeah, she's a bit shy. Yank. She's not pulling away. Good girl, Molly. Downtown now. Dogs. Good girl, Molly. Molly, come here. Come here. Come here. Sit. Good. Exposure. Good girl, Molly. Hi, mate. How you doing? Good girl, Molly. Huh? Let's go. I'm sure you guys have all heard of the term confront your fears. Well, sometimes you've got to do that in the dog world. Make your dog confront its fears. Don't let it be scared. Don't let it compound. Help it. Help your dog. What we're doing here, what I like to do also, is sit outside the shopping centre and just let us see people. Noises, exposure. Good girl, Molly. Molly, sit. Good. Redirecting that brain. See? Wasn't comfortable there. She'll be okay. The more of those she sees, the better she can get.
No.
Good girl, Molly. Good dog. Good girl.
Hello, darling.
Good girl, Molly.
Oh, darling, Molly is soft.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Good girl, Molly. Good
Okay,
girl.
beautiful.
So you see what I did there? I followed that chair, followed that the trolley. Didn't avoid it. I made her deal with the trolley. If I see an issue with a dog, I don't run from it. I confront it within reason, but I made her walk behind it. Yeah, she was a little bit shy, but she dealt with it. She dealt with it well. You did good, Molly. Nope. Yes, that's better. Good girl. Good girl. See what I did there, guys? No, I'm not cruel. Okay, she had an issue with that. Come back. She had an issue with this here. She walked over. So I take her back and I do it again. Molly, it's okay. Come on. No, I'm going to take it back. Come on, Molly. Quick. No, come on. It's okay. Molly. Hey, come. As soon as she complies. Good girl. Yes. When she complies, the pressure goes away. Molly. Come. Yes, good dog. See that? Okay, I don't let her fight away from it. Let's go. Watch. Ready? Better. Good girl. Yes, come on. Quick. Look at that. It's not scary, is it? Okay, sit. Yes, you can sit on it. It's not scaring you, huh? It's not gonna hurt you, I promise. Good girl. I know she's a little uncomfortable, guys, but we've got to help Molly in this instance. We've got to make her realise things aren't against her. She's gonna be okay. You're a good girl. Let's go. I'm sure some people might watch that and think that that's a cruel thing to do to a dog. Guys, how do you expect a dog to get over its fears? How do you expect humans to get over things? Do we hide away inside our homes and never confront our fears? No. We have to work through them with therapy, with talking, with exposure. That's all I'm doing to Molly, and in the end she sat on it. Now she realises those things aren't going to hurt her. But if I don't let her go, if I let her avoid it, those things compound. She learns to build it up in her head and think all these things are scary. She needs to start to realise that these things aren't that scary and life's going to be okay. So if you have a dog that has that sort of issue, I'd even go as far as, if it's an issue at home or anywhere, feeding your dog on that thing, getting them understanding to make a positive connection between that item. So she won't take food off me today. I would have given her food, but she's not going to take it yet. A good sign is when Molly will eat off me in a situation like that. We're at step one, but that'd be what I do at home and with your dogs. Try and create a very positive connection between something they don't like and try and work through that problem. So we have another one here. Look at that, much better, Molly. Let's go again. Look at you. Yes, look, no lead pulling. Let's go. Come on. Look at you. One more for the road. Yes, good girl. You see that? That's a massive difference. So I am super excited to see where we can get with Molly. That was a really great first exposure session. Yes, we had some nerves. That's what we're here for. But I'm pretty confident through time with good exposure, safe exposure, working through some thresholds, we can create a really positive connection with Molly in this environment, and she can work through a lot of these problems. I really believe that. So to break down today's session, what we worked on. First thing is, we can't allow Molly to have control of the situation, even though she's nervous, because it will compound the issue. If you allow your dog to escape, allow them to hide, it is not going to work them through the problem. Do we be cruel? Do we expose them in a harsh way? No, we work slow. We certainly don't want to make our problem worse, but we need to teach our dogs that the world is okay, it is not against you, and do it in a nice way. With the lead, you saw what I did. Yes, I gave some small corrections. I'm not going to allow my dog to pull me around, even if it's nervous and shy. It needs to learn you may be nervous and shy, but there's behaviors you're not allowed to do. And one of them is to pull me around on the lead. And again, I have the slip lead on and it worked a treat. Molly can't back out of it. I can make her comply. You saw the drain. Trying to get her over there with a collar on or a harness probably wouldn't have worked. She might have backed out of it. By having the slip lead on, it allowed me to make her confront that. And the second she went to confront it, I released the pressure and she realizes how to avoid the pressure. I follow, I do what I'm asked, and I can work through this. And the drain didn't attack her, didn't hurt her. She ended up sitting on it. And on the last one you saw, she walked over it a lot better. So guys, I hope you got some tips out of this. Remember, work through it slow. Don't do it carelessly. Have a plan, have a process. And I promise you, you can work through these problems with your dog. Molly did great, didn't you, Molly? Guys, if you enjoy what I do, if you like my videos, I really appreciate a thumbs up, hit a little like, give me a subscribe, share, whatever you do, it is very appreciated. I hope you enjoy my videos. I'll keep bringing them to you and I will see you real soon. Bye.